Let's talk about Tubie Aftercare. One of my most asked questions is what I use for aftercare, so I figured I would just make a dedicated video and we can go over all of it. Let me preface this by saying I am not a medical professional and this is not medical advice, this is just what works for me. In the shower, I use Dial antibacterial soap, just a regular old orange one. If it's a time I'm not taking a shower, I just use unscented baby wipes. All of these things that I'm going to show, I do put on a Q-tip. Forgot to mention, I use this stuff twice a day, so after my baby wipe, I go in with H2 Ocean. This is actually a piercing aftercare spray. The ingredients are literally purified water, sea salt, and sodium citrate. That's it. The next thing is granulation. This I use more now just when I feel like I need to, but when I first got my tube, I used it a lot. It helped a lot with my pain and everything, and I felt like it helped just heal my whole stomach area. It's a medicated lotion. This little bottle is pricey, but it lasts forever because you use barely any, but this is great for granulation tissue and also preventing granulation tissue. And I go in with this stuff, and I'm probably gonna say it wrong, calmoseptine, I'm not sure, but this is a barrier cream. I love, love, love this stuff. This tube is like $7 and it's massive. I just replaced my original tube and I got that in April. And I will say I use this a lot, especially when I first got a tube. I was doing this stuff about 3 times a day because I was having a lot of pain around my site, and I feel like all of these things really helped. But this stuff is amazing, helps protect and soothe and just do all the things. I put a pretty thick layer of this stuff on, but this stuff I use every single time I do my tube aftercare. And then after that, I normally put on a Tubie pad. Before I did Tubie pads, because you have to wait 6 to 8 weeks until you're all healed up to even be able to use them, I did the 4x4 split gauze because that's just what my medical supply company sent me. And I had tried different tapes because I was taping all around it just to make sure it stayed. So it was 4 pieces of tape. I never have had an issue with adhesive before this, but I was getting blisters and it was just not fun. For me, silicone scar tape was amazing. I don't have any right now because I used all of it, but I'll put a picture of kind of what it looks like. You just cut the strips, and I could use my strips for multiple days. Scar tape is something that I've seen a lot of people use after surgeries to help kind of reduce the color of scars, but it is so amazing on skin. You can wear it for several days, like I said, so I was able to just use the same tape and it would just come right off. It moves like skin. It is so much more comfortable. I cannot say enough good things about it. So if you have any sort of tape sensitivity, scar tape is amazing. And if I'm doing something where it's like hot and I'm outside and stuff, I might even add in a 3rd time, but I don't have an issue with granulation tissue with them. But like I said, I make sure that there's a thick barrier between my skin and the pad. But I do the same thing with gauze. So for me, has not been an issue. I love Tubie pads personally, but if gauze is for you, gauze is for you. Everything works differently for everyone, but that is everything that I use for my aftercare.